She is right in here. And I hope y'all enjoy this beautiful bee footage, and it is awesome to see this and see how these dudes respond. Good morning. This is a surprise swarm that came out of one of the hives that I neglected to split. Had been expecting it. The swarm catch, I kind of botched it up. Obviously I did not get the queen in the hive. They were up here in the cedar, or in a pine tree out in front. Now, after I got the box started going, the catch started going. The catch obviously failed. Put the lid on, put the entrance reducer in, realized that the majority of the bees were in the air, had the box sitting on the cab of the side-by-side, ran in, grabbed the swarm commander, give the front of the box a couple shots. This is what's going on right now. Y'all kind of bear with me. This will either be a win or a fail. Pulled the side by side and the box I want them in into the middle of the swarm. I'm hoping for the swarm commander to pull them to it. It looks like it is. Like I said, it is super windy. That's the limb that the bees had settled on early AM. I'm just at this point kind of hoping for the best, that they come on and gather up and get back in the box. I honestly don't think she's there, but if she is, due to this wind and the fact that I cut that limb they were on off, if they can't find her in one of these adjacent trees, they're going to come back to this box, I feel like. We got bees 360. I don't see a cluster forming anywhere in any of these trees. They're checking all these surrounding pine limbs, but there are bees more so coming around the box than there were. So I guess we'll just give them time to work this out and see what happens. I'll give you an update on it at some point. So we'll either win or lose with this batch. Thanks for being with me. Till we see you again, roll that beautiful bee footage. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, I guess, since I showed you what was happening. This is what's happening now. I did move the side-by-side up basically into the full swarm while they were in the air. This can still go the other way, but I think the bees now are going to go ahead and come and get into the box. At least now we got signs of bees giving up the flight and pulling in here to the hive. So, these bees are all heavy and loaded with nectar or feed that they collected before they left. I'm starting to feel like a win rather than a loss, based off of their activity and the way they're coming in. I'm going to back out of them here and feel like that I have got this working in my favor. I'm standing in, I don't know how many. I got them landing on me, landing on the box. That limb that's laying up there was, I hope y'all are seeing some of this. I'm just kind of winging it. You can hear them revving up. The wind's trying to keep them off of it, but I'm thinking that we've got them all now locked and coming in. We'll give it a few minutes, and when I feel like we've got the vast majority here or in the box, we'll just pick them up and take them on down here. So hope you enjoy the footage. I hope it's not too rough. But I do feel like we've probably got that queen now. Bees have all worked down low rather than up high, and they're coming in pretty good masses. So I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Back again, another report for you. Cora is beneath me down here in the buggy. Cora, are you down there? Neither one of us, and it's, you know, it's not a good practice, but this is all so off guard. We're fixing to have to go eat Sunday lunch, and everything's a rush, and it's almost like honeybees do things intentionally. I see the queen now. She is right there, if you can see her in that hole of bees. She is right in here. Well, I don't know if y'all saw her at the same time I did. I just happened to have that camera pointed at her. She's there. So at this point, rather than dig through that, she should work her way down and let them put her in that hive. I'm hoping maybe we'd catch her walking in, but now she's in this mass of bees. Hey Corey, you wanna climb up here with me and see if you see her? I just saw her. She's on the front here in this pile of bees. She was right here. As soon as I seen her,
Do you think she went up and down too?
Well, she was kind of going to go this way, which would be great. She'd work her way down there, and they'll let her in that entrance. I feel like I want to pull that entrance back apart, but there's bees going in and out. It's that one thing about honeybees: if they want to go in, they'll go in. If they want to come out, they'll come back out. So it might be best just to leave this alone. She tends to be an uneasy old soul. I guess she liked her flight. She looked like a big queen. I would think she is a overwintered mama. So anyway, chalk up another score for the swarm commander. I didn't think I was going to have to use it. I just shook them in, and of course she had other ideas, and I didn't have a queen entrance guard on the box like I typically would have. But there again, time and hurry and run and gun. Cora and I are fixing to have to leave you, and we're just going to leave these bees sitting here and hope mama works her way down here and they go ahead and get her tucked in, and then we'll just back this down there and set it where we want it after lunch, and it'll all be good. Mama's hollering and we got to go, and Cora, until we see him again, what are you going to tell them?
Roll that beautiful bee footage.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Okay, here's the report. Went, had Sunday lunch, left the box on the side-by-side, came back. As you had seen, when Mama started hollering it was time to go, the bees had all basically got in this position on the box. You remember we saw the queen, and apparently they have not let her in, or she's not wanting to go in, but they have got the box covered here. Here's almost the bulk of the swarm, I would say, and I'm satisfied she's still out here on the outside somewhere in this menagerie of beautiful bees. I've opened the reducer there where they can start having a little bit more room to come and go. I may or may not be making a mistake. I'm gonna lift the lid and pull the lid and inner cover back and try to entice the ones at the top of the swarm to go ahead and roll over into the box. These down here in this corner, they're going in. Problem is they seem uncertain. They go in, I guess her pheromone's not there, so they rush back out. But she's here. We saw her. That swarm commander I sprayed that got them this far, which is it's just an amazing product, folks. That if you've never tried it, what it will do to bring honeybees where you want them. Now we're gonna ease that box lid back and see if these bees that are up here at the top will roll on over into the hive, and good, bad, or ugly. We're gonna find out what happens. Stay with us. Okay, when I opened the top up to scoot them back, I sheared a pretty good wad of them off. Now they're getting up, flying right back up here to the rest of them. Lots of bees here in the air. Some of these bees are responding like I had hoped. Some of them are not, but if she's crawled through this entire stack, then she's got her scent all over it. And with that swarm commander, that may be masking her scent a little bit, but there's enough scent here to keep them locked with me. They're not, I don't think she's taken to the air, so that will be the problem. If she flies out of here, then we know we're going to be right back to phase 3, trying to get them captured for the 3rd time. I could light a smoker and go around here to the bulk of these bees and get them to smoke around, but I would rather them get this figured out and go in peacefully. I don't see her down here. Oh, what would it be like if we didn't have challenges? It'd just be downright boring. What would you rather be doing on a Sunday afternoon? Okay, got another recap for you. We were up there, had them sitting on the stand. I showed you all that, trying to get them to go in the box. She flew. Well, here we are. I've relocated. The whole swarm was out here in the meadow. I got the swarm commander, ran over here to this old rake, sprayed it on that 2x4 that you see there on the box. As you can see, as soon as they caught that in the wind, here we go again. Swarm in the air, box set, spray in front of them. I don't know. This time, if they bag up, we leave them till they all go in the box on their own. Obviously, she's pretty wild after being cooped up all winter. Laid down thin and got ready to swarm, and has done it. Now, look, I want you to look at the bees in the air coming to that box. I hope this time she'll hit and go in on her own accord. If not, I'm not gonna fool with it again. I'm gonna let it set right there. I'll relocate them after I get them all in the box and settled in. There are 3 frames of comb in there. The rest are frame and foundation. There's room for them to be in there. We're gonna walk away this time. We're gonna walk away, wait it out, see if we pull this off. I may just leave the inner lid open. They're coming to this hard, hot, and heavy. I've got a feeling that she has landed on this. Maybe she will walk on up. She's pretty wild, and I'm getting tired of doing this. I've got other stuff that I need to do. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I've got bees I got to split now before this starts happening on a regular basis. And I hope y'all enjoy this beautiful bee footage, and it is awesome to see this and see how these dudes respond to that swarm commander. That is a awesome product. Nothing better for catching bees. I'll keep you posted, let you know how this works out. Thanks for watching. What are they doing, Pistol? Pistol, what are they doing? Look at all of them. Look at all of them, Pistol. They're everywhere, little bud. Look at them. So maybe this is why we keep old farm equipment sitting around. Made a great box location. I hope they can convince her to go from wherever she's at, probably right down here in the tongue. Maybe they can convince her from there to come on up here and go in that hive this time. No reason they shouldn't. Right, you're right. They're honeybees. They're gonna do what they want to do. All right, we've given y'all the place to go. We'd like for you to stay. See if y'all can work it out. Be glad to have you. If not, I guess y'all make a home somewhere. Thanks for watching. Roll that beautiful bee footage. All right, it is 9:08 on a Monday morning. As you saw, I messed with these bees off and on all day. Not all day, but the majority of the day yesterday. And with that little white bucket's help and some Pro Sweet on a frame of comb, these bees stayed out all night in this with weather coming in. I come up here and got started messing with them. I put my entrance guard on the box. They were still bagged up in under here. I took the entrance guard, placed it, took my hand in that little bucket, and I filled that dude up. Had the top open and ready. Dumped the bees in. They were so thick they didn't want to fly. Replaced the frames, put the inner board and cover on. Started looking at what was left of the bees. Found the queen in a small wad of bees right down here. So she got disturbed and come out on top, and I saw her, caught her, reached up, opened the lid, dropped her in through the inner cover. Now, like I said, it's raining. It's not pouring rain, but it's about 60 some odd degrees. She is in the hive, entrance guard in place while it's like this, and they're more focused on going ahead and getting in the box. I'm going to go ahead and move them to the stand. The rest of them that I leave, the 10 or 15, they'll follow the box scent on over to the stand, and we'll be done with this one. This was definitely a goat rope on my part. I should have started with the entrance guard in place. I didn't. We do have them wrangled and caught thanks to the swarm commander. I kept getting into the immediate swarm and hitting the box, and they all pulled in here and settled on the old hay rake, which it just, man, it pulls them. It'll lock them to a spot, at least give you time to figure out your next move. So the rain's picking up. I'm gonna call it a win. I'm gonna move these bees over to the stand, and until we see you again, roll that beautiful bee footage. Thanks for watching.